You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's wife, having her cake for free. Come in. Well, well, well. Look who's here. I haven't seen you in many a year. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake, baked a cake, baked a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Yes. The song by Eileen Barton, way back in 1950. But would Harry's wife have baked a cake if she knew you were coming? No, she wouldn't. She'd have looked to have got somebody else to bake it. Ah, you think, is HG referencing the fact that when she was in Australia, she got plenty of people to bake banana bread and then passed it off as her own work? No, but I may as well mention that in passing, just to throw a bit of shade against the Duchess of Overseas. No, this cake-related shenanigans and chicanery comes courtesy of the Reddit thread St. Harry's Wife, although they use her full name. And a post by Septium Sens states, "Some tea from my LA baker friend. She has baked for some high-profile people over the years, whether political or celebrity, whether it's birthday parties or wedding days or even engagement parties or baby showers. Harry's wife apparently wanted a freebie from her. No joke. She wanted to give uplifting support to a woman-owned business, and that as a royal duchess and also princess, that baking a cake for her son, HRH Prince Archie, would be the icing on the cake. Ho, 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 for my friend. My friend told her no, straight out. She doesn't do freebies or anything like that. Even the Kardashians, who have used my friend's popular company, have paid for the birthday cakes for their children. My friend would lose standing and respect by cheapening her company and its profile by handing out influencer deals and free deals for PR. This happened in late April, by the way, and she already had a few paying A-listers with orders in for early May. My friend asked around to different people she knows in their industry, and apparently Harry's wife had been phoning around. It certainly stands up that Harry's wife would be phoning around. After all, she's got plenty of time, only working 1 hour a week at Archwell. Is it accurate that this is something that Harry's wife had done and would do? Well, quite simply, the short answer is yes. First of all, what reason have we to doubt this person's evidence? None, unless some contrary evidence comes to the fore, and it's also supported by the fact that we all know that Harry's wife enjoys a good freebie. After all, only recently it emerged that she was too cheap to pay for the suite at the Carlisle, wanting a discounted rate. And of course, a narcissist would behave this way, because she, utilising once again that racist title to her use, talks about being a royal duchess and also princess. So she triangulates the baker with her title. She expects sense of entitlement, that somebody should work for free. She shows no accountability for her behaviours in expecting somebody to give up their time, their ingredients, their resources, just because she is Harry's wife. It shows an absence of emotional empathy. This baker has to earn a living. And if every single famous person who contacted her wanted a freebie, then this baker would soon go out of business. It takes a long time to bake and decorate a cake. That's why occasion cakes, such as wedding cakes and such like, are expensive. Because you're paying for somebody's expertise. They can't just pluck one off the shelf. They're bespoke. They're made to order for people. So they have to put all the ingredients together, they have to ensure that it's baked correctly, and then it takes time to ice and decorate these cakes. Numerous Hours are being put in. And a baker can only work on one cake at a time. Sure, they might have some staff so they've got more than one being produced, but they themselves can only work. And if it's a small business, this baker might just be a one-person band. And therefore, if she is undertaking free work, that's really going to cut into her margin. But Harry's wife doesn't give a hoot for any of that. Even I, as a narcissistic psychopath, can work out that that would impact upon somebody, applying cognitive empathy in effect. But Harry's wife, she doesn't even have due regard to that because she's so selfish and self-absorbed. I'm the Duchess of Sussex. I'm also a princess, and my son's a prince, so if you bake a cake for him, that will be really good for you. How? How would it be? It's doubtful, because we haven't really seen anything publicised with regard to Archie's birthday. No pictures, no reference to who was there, etc. So would she really publicise where the cake had come from? Perhaps she'd mention it to a handful of people who were there, but that's not exactly the mass coverage that one would ordinarily expect. And this baker is entirely right in saying no. That, of course, would have been challenge fuel to Harry's wife as a consequence of refusing her request. And she'll have been butthurt by it, unable to fathom out why somebody would not want to give her something for free. But it's unsurprising, because narcissists do this. They expect to be given stuff just because of who they are. You see this often with certain influencers. Some of them aren't narcissists, but they still demonstrate the narcissistic trait of entitlement. But many are. They contact people and basically are expecting the creator to pay their bills with publicity. And of course, once again, we have the hypocrisy of Harry's wife. I am a modern-day feminist, cries Harry's wife time and time again. So what does she do? Rather than rely upon my hard work has enabled me to earn money, which I will now spend and help out a fellow female, I'll expect that fellow female to give me stuff for free. Quite simply, if she wanted to uplift a woman-owned business, why not buy the cake? Why not buy the cake? But of course, that doesn't occur to her because her narcissism doesn't think that way. In fact, this is anti-feminist behaviour, where she is expecting somebody else to work for free and then cause her to make it look like she's engaging in philanthropy by placing the order with this baker's business. Harry's wife once again demonstrating her sense of entitlement, lack of emotional empathy, her grandiosity, the use of the title, which apparently has come from a racist institution, which she insists on using still, evidencing her hypocrisy, demonstrating her hypocrisy again by claiming to be a feminist that is looking to uplift a woman-owned business. She trades on the title for Archie, which is being given to a boy who has nothing to do with the royal family, doesn't even get to see his grandfather, his uncle, his aunts, his step-grandmother, none of that. And I entirely believe what has been stated here in this post on the Reddit thread, because it's entirely commensurate with the way that a freeloading, grasping, cheating individual, the narcissist that is Harry's wife, would behave. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.